UConn secured its third national championship in 4 years tonight, defeating Michigan 85-68 at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Huskies established control early, never trailing after the game's opening 3 minutes. A decisive 10-0 run, sparked by a Stephon Castle steal and fast break dunk, pushed UConn's lead to 15-5 just 7 minutes into the contest. Michigan struggled to find rhythm against UConn's suffocating defense, shooting just 31% from the field in the first quarter. Donovan Clingan asserted his presence in the paint, scoring 6 points and grabbing 4 rebounds in the opening frame, forcing Michigan to adjust its offensive strategy. The Wolverines attempted to counter with perimeter shooting, but connected on only 2 of their first 9 three-point attempts, a stark contrast to their semifinal performance. UConn capitalized on Michigan's misses, converting defensive rebounds into transition opportunities, maintaining a double-digit lead for most of the first half. The Huskies' ball movement was crisp, leading to several easy scores inside, with Tristan Newton dishing out 5 assists before halftime. Their disciplined approach on both ends of the floor set the tone for the entire championship game. Michigan's initial game plan, focused on attacking the basket, was quickly disrupted by Clingan's shot-blocking presence and the Huskies' active hands, which forced 7 first-half turnovers. The early deficit forced Michigan to play from behind, a position they had rarely faced in their dominant tournament run. UConn's bench provided an immediate spark, with Hassan Diarra hitting 2 crucial three-pointers, extending the lead further with timely baskets and defensive intensity. The scoreboard reflected a dominant first-half performance, with UConn heading into the locker room with a commanding 45-28 advantage. This early surge proved to be an insurmountable hurdle for the Wolverines, who found themselves chasing the game from the outset, unable to establish any consistent offensive flow against the defending champions. This victory marks UConn's third national title in 4 seasons, a feat not accomplished in men's college basketball since Duke's run in the early 1990s. The Huskies entered the tournament as the top overall seed, carrying the weight of immense expectations. Their path to the championship included dominant wins over San Diego State and Purdue in the Final Four, showcasing a consistent level of performance throughout March Madness. Michigan, under first-year head coach Dusty May, had defied expectations, making a Cinderella run to the title game. They upset 2 higher-seeded teams, including a thrilling overtime victory in the Elite Eight, demonstrating resilience and a potent offensive attack led by Trey McKenney and Jalen Stewart. However, the championship game presented a different challenge. UConn's defensive intensity, which held opponents to an average of 62 points per game in the tournament, proved to be a wall Michigan could not consistently breach. The Huskies' experience in high-stakes games was evident. They played with a composure that belied the pressure of a national final. Their offensive efficiency, shooting over 50% from the field, prevented Michigan from gaining any significant momentum. Every time Michigan attempted to string together a run, UConn responded with a timely basket or a defensive stop. This performance solidified UConn's reputation as a program built for sustained success, capable of reloading talent and maintaining an elite standard year after year. The contrast between UConn's championship pedigree and Michigan's emergent status was clear on the court. Michigan's journey was commendable, but UConn's machine-like execution left little room for an upset narrative. The game's decisive sequence unfolded early in the second half. Michigan, trailing by 17 at halftime, opened with renewed energy, cutting the deficit to 13 points after a quick 4-0 run. Jalen Stewart hit a mid-range jumper, and Trey McKenney converted a tough layup, bringing the score to 47-34 with 18 minutes remaining. UConn responded immediately. Stephon Castle drove hard to the basket, drawing a foul and converting both free throws. On the ensuing Michigan possession, Castle picked up his second steal of the game, leading to a fast break opportunity that Tristan Newton finished with a floater. This 2-possession swing pushed the lead back to 17. UConn then tightened its defensive screws, forcing Michigan into 3 consecutive contested jump shots, all of which missed. Donovan Clingan secured each defensive rebound, initiating UConn's offense. Alex Caraban then hit a 3-pointer from the corner, extending the lead to 20 points, 54-34. Michigan called a timeout, but the damage was done. Over a 4-minute span, UConn unleashed a 14-2 run, turning a manageable 13-point deficit into an insurmountable 25-point chasm. The Huskies' ability to answer Michigan's brief surge with an even more dominant run showcased their championship mettle. They executed their offensive sets with precision, finding open shooters and exploiting mismatches in the paint. Michigan's attempts to press and speed up the game were met with calm ball handling and quick passes, breaking the press for easy scores. This stretch effectively ended any hopes of a Michigan comeback, as the lead hovered around 20 points for the remainder of the game. Donovan Clingan anchored UConn's dominant performance, finishing with 22 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocked shots. His presence in the paint was a constant deterrent for Michigan's drivers, altering numerous shots and forcing the Wolverines to settle for contested jumpers. Clingan's offensive efficiency was equally impressive, shooting 9 of 12 from the field, often converting putbacks or easy dunks after offensive rebounds. Stephon Castle, named the Final Four's most outstanding player, delivered another stellar all-around game with 18 points, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Castle's defensive assignment on Michigan's leading scorer, Trey McKenney, limited McKenney to just 14 points on 5 of 16 shooting, well below his tournament average of 21 points. Tristan Newton orchestrated the offense with 15 points and 8 assists, consistently making the right play and controlling the tempo. His veteran leadership was evident in UConn's composed response to Michigan's brief second-half push. For Michigan, Trey McKenney led the team with 14 points, but his efficiency was hampered by UConn's relentless perimeter defense. Jalen Stewart added 12 points, but also struggled to find consistent scoring opportunities against the Huskies' length and athleticism. Michigan's leading rebounder, Terrace Reed Jr., was limited to 6 points and 5 rebounds, unable to match Clingan's physicality inside. The individual matchups largely favored UConn, with their star players delivering championship-level performances on both ends of the court. The Huskies' balanced attack saw 4 players score in double figures, demonstrating their depth and collective strength. This national championship solidifies UConn's place as a modern college basketball dynasty. Head coach Dan Hurley now boasts 3 titles in 4 seasons, a remarkable achievement that places him among the sport's elite coaches, drawing comparisons to legendary figures like John Wooden and Mike Krzyzewski for sustained excellence. The program's ability to recruit top talent and develop them into cohesive, championship-winning units is unmatched in this era, demonstrating a clear, repeatable formula for success. For Michigan, despite the loss, this tournament run under Dusty May signals a significant resurgence for the program. Reaching the national championship game in May's first year provides a strong foundation for future success, injecting renewed energy into the fanbase and recruiting efforts. The Wolverines' young core, including Trey McKenney and Jalen Stewart, gained invaluable experience on the sport's biggest stage, proving they belong in the national conversation. The challenge for Michigan now will be to build on this momentum, retaining their key players and continuing to recruit at a high level to compete consistently for Big Ten and national honors. For UConn, the question immediately turns to next season. With potential NBA draft decisions looming for several key players, Hurley will face the task of reloading his roster once again, a challenge he has met successfully in previous offseasons. However, given their recent history, the expectation will remain the same: contend for another national title. The 2026 NCAA Men's Basketball Championship will be remembered as another chapter in UConn's dominant run, a testament to their consistent excellence and strategic brilliance, reshaping the landscape of college basketball.